I don't have cheekbones to speak of or much of a bosom. I wondered what actions could be taken. Could I reinvent myself? After all, everyone thought I was a boy when I was little. Then would I be allowed to write some fucking jokes? That is when the fury set in. I paced around my living room like a caged animal. So, women are specialty items, huh? Added for flavoring? God forbid a woman is seen as simply a writer who can write for any multitude of voices and characters. Oh, no, that was men's work, I was being told. I was niche, a fancy donut in a box of regular raised, and you only get one of those in a dozen. No, ma'am, so sorry, but we can't read and consider you based on how excellent your story, dialogue, and jokes are. They have been eclipsed by your small but dense breasts. That moment in the exec's office was the beginning of this book. I was angry. Hell, I'm still angry. While I didn't seriously consider transforming into the man version of myself so I could get a job on a sitcom, I did think about it. Soon afterward, an article on Jezebel by Catherine Nichols caught my eye as it made the rounds online. In the article, entitled Homme de Plume, What I Learned Sending My Novel Out Under a Male Name, Nichols wrote about how she sent out query letters and the first 10 pages of her novel to literary agents using her real, female, name. After a dismal response, she sent it out again with a fake, male name, George. Everything else remained the same about her submission. All told, almost 9 times the number of agents asked to read the full manuscript when she submitted using a male name. Nichols writes, most of the agents only heard from one or the other of us, but I did overlap a little. One who sent me a form rejection as Catherine not only wanted to read George's book, but instead of rejecting it, asked if he could send it along to a more senior agent. Even George's rejections were polite and warm on a level that would have meant everything to me, except that they weren't to the real me. George's work was clever, well-constructed, and exciting. No one mentioned his sentences being lyrical or whether his main characters were feisty. I started to think of all the women throughout history who have disguised themselves as men or adopted a male pseudonym to gain access, get ahead, survive, thrive, be listened to, be allowed to embrace their true calling, or to be taken seriously. Look, here's the thing. I will never get over the 2016 presidential election. If you are reading this in 2180 and I'm dead in the ground, I'm still not over it. And not because I'm obsessed with Hillary Clinton. It's not about Clinton. It's about me, and it's about women. We all lived through the buffoon who's never read a book, triumphing over the beyond capable woman. Don't get me wrong, even if the buffoon had lost, his numbers still would have been good, because ours is a broken country that has never addressed its original sin, much like the bodies beneath the house in the film Poltergeist. But watching the beyond capable woman lose does something to you. It burrows deep beneath your skin and settles there like a cancer. You may be accomplished, you may be qualified, but the message received since time immemorial is, no, not for you. Sorry, ladies, you may be exceptional, but not for you. Some of the women in this book are trailblazers. Some are sociopaths. All are rule breakers. In fact, they are rule breakers in 2 ways. By doing the thing they were not supposed to do, and then by doing something women are definitely not supposed to do, put themselves first. My focus in this book is on women who dressed as men to gain access and opportunity, not on gender identity. When it comes to historical figures, sometimes it is difficult to separate choices made for access or survival from those regarding gender identity. Caution is always required when applying modern language to historical figures. I'm not here to erase or oversimplify anyone's story. I don't have all the answers, but sometimes historians and scholars like to write like they do. I love facts and history, but I also love questions. I live in the questions, because staying open and curious most definitely keeps you young. This book is not about gender.